What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to the Nation of Conversation. I'm your boy Champ. Got my bro Grind Time and Almighty Shoes in the building. What's happening, brother?
What's happening with
Going
it?
on? What's going on? What's going
Man, man, just sitting here watching Florida State getting thumped on 63
on?
3 right with the backups in. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
People
that's
mad.
embarrassing. I know Capital One like this some bullshit. If I was
Embarrassing.
Florida State, I should have never even played that game. If y'all was that highly upset about what the committee did and complaining to the ACC and shit, man, you shouldn't even play that game.
But a lot like 20 players sat out, a lot of players sat out. But I'm just gonna say
Right.
this too. Even if y'all was at full strength with Jordan Travis, I don't think the
Exactly.
same.
It wouldn't
The
matter
same
anyway. It
thing.
would have been a blowout still.
This
Exactly.
was thing. You know what I'm saying? This would have been the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Same
would have been the
results.
same thing.
Same results. Blowout would have been some bullshit.
Florida State, y'all need to step y'all weight up when it comes to this
Right.
football game. Like I said,
Strengthen your schedule.
that's why they're trying to get. They're trying to get out of there right now. They went to court. Yeah, they're trying to get out of the ACC because they just gonna hold it against them. So you gotta get to better competition, or you're just gonna be left out again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But all right, folks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the title of the show. We gonna play the first clip that kicked off all this little controversy about Russell Wilson.
In Denver, right? What happens? What's the move that they make with Russell here over the next couple months?
Well, Dan, here's the situation. Essentially, there are always things that could change, but as it stands this morning, it is tracking for Russell's time in Denver to be done. He's got a no-trade clause in his contract, so he's not going to agree to any trade to essentially help out the Broncos, so he would have to be released before the 5th day of the league year at some point, any point this offseason.
Is done.
Fellas, I know when y'all first heard that, were you shocked like I was? They benching Russ?
I wasn't shocked. I think Sean Payton just don't like Russell Westbrook Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. I think he just don't like him. They was already shaky in the beginning of the season. Denver actually got the rolling as time went on in the season, but I think Sean Payton just don't like him. I just don't think he wants him as a quarterback.
Right. He was already quarterback before he was the coach. He didn't bring his guy in. You know how it is in the pros. People want to bring their people
Right.
in. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
he wants to bring his people in. Sean Payton, he was already there. The GM, John Elway, he already had him, so Sean Payton came late, so he couldn't really even had no say-so in that. So
right. But what do you do in that situation? Do you negotiate that in your contract? Be like, no, I'll come, but I want another quarterback. Or like, do you even I don't know, what would you do in that situation? Or you just gonna go into something that you're not gonna like and it's just gonna be tape on your resume. That's what I tell people. If the situation is not good, because when you come out there, the tape you put out is the tape that you put out. Am I wrong?
right.
You know what I'm saying? As situation or not, you put yourself in these things, you put yourself in a trick bag, and you get tricked. What you gonna do?
If I'm Russell Wilson, I just go to the front office and say, man, trade me. But like you say, he has a no trade clause, so I guess you have no choice but to release me.
Yeah, and if I'm Russell Wilson, I'm not doing the Broncos no favors.
Exactly.
I'm not taking no money, nothing. This is what we negotiated, and this is my contract. Now, if you didn't want to agree to these terms, you shouldn't have agreed to this contract. That's why it's a contract. And then now you want me to do y'all a favor when, if you look at my numbers, I'm playing like Patrick Mahomes. So, but you want to bench me because I'm not your guy. So that's definitely some personal you know, something that shouldn't be brought to a workplace. You got something personal against Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
For
So,
very personal.
You know,
you
he's doing his job.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's just
Russell Wilson, release me, or I'm gonna stay my ass here and get this money. Simple as that.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
I'll sit right here.
The way the contract was filled out and what I signed for, you know, it was none of this. So either release me or I'm staying my ass here and I'm gonna be the number one quarterback. Simple as that.
Yeah. Or if you want me, if you don't want me to stay here, you're just gonna have to release me.
All right.
I made $142 million.
Right.
But like you say,
I'm in the shade.
Yeah. But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna do you favors and try to help out the organization that, you know, trying to screw me over.
Right. This is not what y'all promised me when I signed up for this. So
exactly.
Right. What does that even?
Screw y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, I'm not. Like I said, that's why.
Which I think personally, that's wrong on the Denver Broncos in their part. So
no, it is. It's bad. It's bad business, and that's what
bad business.
We're gonna talk about that later in the show.
Right.
And
they letting him disrespect him like this. Like, this is crazy. That's your franchise quarterback. That's what I don't understand, this type of treatment for a franchise quarterback.
Right.
And you know, like Denver, they're one of the
star of the show.
Yeah. You know, Denver is one of the blue bloods of you know, of the NFL.
Right. And fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, before we came on the air, I was like, Broncos, I know they're upset about how this situation is going on. Bronco Nation.
Yeah, it's like,
I know they're pretty upset of you know how things are going. Potentially could have got a playoff spot. Then you're gonna bench.
Yeah.
Like, y'all feel out there? Let us know in the comment section. Like, yeah,
you just
Broncos, how y'all feel about how this situation turned out for Russ when y'all potentially could get this playoff spot, and then it was just snatched up from under you, you know, like nothing. But then you claim
your head coach's ego.
I said, I'm desperate to win. How is that? And you taking Russ and you're benching Russ. That don't make no. If you say you, but you benching Russ, no, that don't make no sense to me.
No.
Like I said, he's done. Has he played the best? No, but he's played at least, I would say, at worst, a top 12 in the NFL.
Right, he's mediocre for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's
not a bad quarterback.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's at least top 12 still, which is still winning football. So, I mean, a lot of teams.
If I needed a W, I'd definitely take him. I'd definitely take him if I needed a W on my football team.
Which brings us to our first question for it. Where should Russell Wilson play next year? Where should he play next?
Return back to Seattle and reunite with Pete Carroll and finish a career in there and call it quits after that.
But I think Pete Carroll like Geno.
Yeah.
True that. I don't think Geno gonna last. Geno been looking shaky this year, but
I think somewhere like New York, Giants. Giants can use them for sure. That quarterback situation is terrible. Daniel Jones is terrible. Somewhere like who else?
Atlanta could use them. The Falcons.
Yeah, they could. I was gonna say Tennessee, but they like Levis now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Giants that stick out to me a lot.
Right. Giants, Falcons. What other teams out there? There's a lot of teams I need quarterbacks. I was gonna say the Panthers, but they're rolling with the rookie.
The Jets.
Leave me alone, man.
Can the Jets use them?
Yeah. We could use him absolutely. We could have used a lot of
shit. You know who else could use him? The Raiders. The Raiders could use Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I forgot about the Raiders. The Raiders, he might fit in over there if they could pull that off.
What about New England and Pittsburgh?
Oh, you know what? I forgot about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh definitely needs a quarterback. Pittsburgh definitely needs a quarterback.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. New England, I think he won't fit in New England.
Yeah, I don't think he'll like the scheme.
I don't think that's a good fit with him and Belichick.
No,
well, Belichick leaving.
Yeah, Belichick out of there. It's gonna be Bill O'Brien's scheme.
They officially said that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That they're gonna part ways at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's it.
It's time. Shit. You got what? 6 Super Bowls, possibility in some people's eyes the greatest quarterback ever. I mean, you won. Shit. You getting older, go retire and go play some golf and chill out, Belichick. You did your thing.
Yeah. But they're gonna part with old Belly.
But yeah, I think Russell Wilson will be a great fit with the Raiders if they could pull that off.
Yeah, I like that too.
Right, that'd be a nice little pickup for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who the coach is next year, if it's Antonio Pierce or they go after somebody else, but either way, Raiders should look into that.
You think Antonio gonna get the job?
I feel like you got to give it to him now. I was kind of shaky at first on it, but I feel like he's done enough and to go into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs ain't nobody done that. Yeah, they haven't done that in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of got to give him the job now.
The Raiders didn't complete a pass in that first quarter.
Yeah,
last week.
That quarterback. That's what I said. That the quarterback situation.
That was all heart and effort on the defense. They didn't complete a pass the first quarter, and y'all still came out there.
Mm-hmm.
Defense scored 14 points in a minute or a couple seconds.
It's tough.
Remember, Brian, you had gave up on your pick. I was like, no, no. Yeah, because Brian had a pick, first half. What was you had 20 and a half?
Right. Yeah, and them motherfuckers got them defensive scores and helped me out big time because they didn't do no more scoring in that damn game.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I'm coming back with the picks next week, so I'll be back on with the picks next week.
Yeah, Brian, a few people hit us up on the gram, said where the picks at, man. They was checking for that.
Yeah.
A couple people struck. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be starting fresh Monday with the picks. So y'all just hold tight on that.
We got that coming with our grind time picks.
Oh yeah.
But continuing with that conversation, what y'all feel about what this is what Klein Rock had to say about Sean Payton?
I agree with you. Mike T, they're making the decision based on money and the financials. And when Daniel says this is the deal that we signed or we offered Russell Wilson, it's not the deal that we or us did because Sean Payton wasn't there. Right? True. And so the business of it is not a problem to me. But let's be honest, Sean Payton has behaved as a thug since he became the coach of the Denver Broncos. Immediately when he gets in the building, he starts to undercut Russell Wilson personally and professionally from his first press conference on. He tells Russell Wilson, you have to stop kissing babies, stop behaving as if you're running for office. Nobody kissed more babies in New Orleans than Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Little spicy.
Man, Sean Payton came over there trying to punk motherfuckers. If I was Russell Wilson, I'm like, man, listen, man, you wanna go in the back and do this or what, bro? That's why I just simply just like, bro, what's happening, bro? You talking too much shit, bro. You want to go in the back and handle this like man or what?
Obviously, he got a problem.
You got a problem. But you got to think, wasn't Sean Payton part of that fucking that scandal they had when they was playing the players, the
Bounty Gate?
Yeah.
The Bounty Gate with the Greg Williams.
Yeah, that was New Orleans, right?
Yeah, Greg Williams was part of that.
Right, he's already dirty.
And he was a part of that the painkiller scandal and all that with the players and all that too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean Payton. Yeah, I couldn't play it for a coach like that because I would have did a Latrell Sprewell 2.0 on his ass. Probably worse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his
But
ass would have been choked out.
like I
How
said,
you
I
gonna tell me
don't.
what I could do? You gonna tell no grown ass man what he could do, man? Sean Payton, screw off.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's trying. I don't know if he's trying to come with the college style of being a coach. Like, look,
Yeah, what's
these
up with
are
that?
you can't. You can't do that to professional athletes, let alone your QB1. Like
Not anymore. This the
that's
NFL,
bad.
Right,
baby.
You
These
can't do
grown
that.
men out here, they making meals.
You
right.
can't do that. As I said, if you're trying to set some example, if you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do in the locker room, but it's not. You know, I don't think that helps the locker room. You ain't gonna win the locker room. Doing that.
Absolutely not.
Guys ain't buying into that. So I
No,
don't know. Like I
he
said,
definitely ain't
that's
gonna win
a
the locker room over with that type of tactics.
no.
Yeah, that ain't definitely gonna work. First of all,
Okay.
a lot of players gonna
Man,
take that tactic a different way.
Yeah.
yeah. See, y'all setting these segues up perfectly, bro. This like Rondo back on the Celtics. This just set right up. Look, let's bring us to the next thing. With the way this situation was handled by the Broncos, will this make it difficult to get another franchise quarterback?
Yes. I think it does because it's just like it's like any like sports thing. Like, say if they're doing bad business in the NBA, like that's why the Knicks are the way they are because they do bad
Right.
business. Nobody want to play for the Knicks because of how they run their organization. Now,
Nobody want to
Quick,
play for the Knicks because James Dolan he doesn't act
he,
right.
that's what
James
I'm saying.
Dolan he treats
Exactly.
his former players bad, as we can see.
Exactly. And that's
Right,
what
the
I'm
other
saying.
subject for
Like,
that.
that's what I'm
you see
saying. Like, you
you see
can't
the
do
trade
bad
they made.
business.
Right,
You see the trade they made today. Remember, I told you the Knicks, they always go after the wrong player. That's not doing nothing, shaking nothing. There's a lateral movement.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Like I said, I feel like OG's a good player, but it just like you said, it ain't really
Yeah, that's what
needle mover.
it
Yeah.
ain't no. So why even do it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Just messing up chemistry. We've been playing with these dudes all year. You bring him over, it ain't gonna make us no better. It ain't gonna make us no worse either. But at least we got cohesion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
matters in the NBA. Like, come on, man. Like y'all, all these lateral trades don't make no sense to me because that's just like with the Lakers. They are making got all these lateral movement trades. Leave it alone.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you never want to have bad business. Like I said, that's who.
Well, I agree with you, Shoes. I don't think it's gonna be hard. Who gonna want to come play there? And you out here talk. I'm the franchise quarterback. You talking to me crazy on the sideline?
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't.
Definitely not with Sean Payton at the helm. They're not gonna. Nah. They're not bringing in nobody that's a big time quarterback no time soon. No time soon.
So that's who we're gonna run with. Yeah, like I said, and then who even is even out there? What you'll try to potentially get a Kirk Cousins?
Who's coming
What you
up
think about
for a
Kirk
contract?
Cousins? Think about him in Denver.
Kirk Cousins is a solid quarterback. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I guess he's kind of a Drew Brees style quarterback. Not the biggest arm. He's accurate.
Right. Like I said, with Sean Payton type of scheme, you think, Kirk could be effective over there in Minnesota?
I think he can run that if that was the case. He can run that. But it's just what would be a market for Kirk Cousins right now after all the money that he's gotten in his career? which is crazy amount. He's been getting fully guaranteed deals for so long.
Woo, man. Speaking of fully guaranteed, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to his agent because he's been doing it.
Speaking of treatment of the players, this is what Dan Orlovsky said had to say on the situation.
You know, on his legacy?
Oh, the whole run in Denver is on his legacy, absolutely. Specifically to last year, there's no question because he was on that Hall of Fame trajectory. Now it's going down as one of the worst trades in the history of the NFL. Right now, that and the Deshaun Watson contract with the Cleveland Browns, you know, in Deshaun's contract, there's still an unknown of how it's going to end. This certainly seems like it's ending right now when it comes to the Denver Broncos. I just wanted to finish real quickly on the whole situation. I don't think either of us are sitting here saying you can't bench him.
No.
Right? Like, again, even though I think the play has been top 10, top 12 quarterback play-wise, if Sean Payton wants to bench Russell Wilson because he doesn't want him as the quarterback for the rest of the year or the future, God bless him.
Yep.
He gets that role.
Right.
My point is this. You can't go to your starting quarterback and ask him to change the way that his contract is worded.
Staying on his legacy.
When you, as the organization, worded the contract in that capacity and then say, if you don't, again, per the reports, if they're true, if you don't, we'll bench you. Mm-hmm. But by the way,
until then,
go win.
Go win.
What?
Yeah.
Go win. And then he goes and wins and gets him right back into the conversation. There's just ways you go. And I'm so tired. Respectfully, of people saying, well, don't feel bad. Russell's going to get his money. So that means he could be treated poorly? Yeah. Like, when do we get to a point where, hey, man, I'm going to pay you, but I'm also going to undermine you. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to treat you the way that your actions aren't warranted. Yeah. When you...
on his legacy?
Oh, the whole run...
Yeah.
You know? Just saying, like how you...
Yeah. You can't, I don't know. I feel like you say, you can't treat people like that. And if you... Go ahead.
No, this next, when he was talking about money, after this season, do you trust the phrase "in guaranteed money"? Hell no.
Yeah, I never did when it comes to the NFL because it's always something with the NFL. Like, and they're just like they give out the guaranteed money so like scarcely. They said, "Oh no, guaranteed. There's no guarantees," and then if anything happens or they don't want to anymore, then they're trying to come back for that money some kind of way.
The guarantee can be unguaranteed. That's
what?
The guarantee does not mean guaranteed. And what's the definition of guaranteed?
Yeah, like what do you mean? How do you?
Isn't that void of contract? I'm guaranteed the money.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Please, somebody make me understand. If guaranteed, I'm guaranteed the money. How can you come try to recoup that from me? It is guaranteed. Is that not what it means?
This is what I signed for.
Yeah.
This is what we agreed to. Lawyers and everything were involved in this. This is a legally binding contract. But the minute something happens, something don't even got to happen. See, just like in this case with Russell Wilson. Oh, you mind giving us that $37 million? What do you mean?
Well, or renegotiate it, or whatever the case may be.
No, I can't.
Rework it. Yeah, rework it. Not give it back. But rework it. No, I'm not reworking nothing.
And this is why.
Work. I don't need to rework nothing. It was already worked. It was worked out just fine. That's why we agreed to it.
Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. You gave me an office in the building. You gave me a parking space and all this. Everybody was happy about Russell Wilson coming to the Broncos. Now, Sean Payton comes in here and it's all done. You got to go. You're the worst thing that ever happened to the Broncos. We got to get you out of here. We want to start Stidham. Get him out of here.
You mean shit him?
Hey, you said it. That's what they want. That's what they want. And it just, I don't know. It's terrible, man. Like I said, the guarantees, they need the fine print in the NFL contracts are crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. Just like, they wait. Man, that litigation is on a million.
That's what I said. I can only imagine what's about to happen to Deshaun Watson. I'm waiting on that.
It's probably all types of double and triple talking them contracts.
I'm waiting to see what happened to Deshaun Watson because he got fully guaranteed. So we'll see.
That's what he's saying. We're going to see what happened with that. What do you mean we're going to see what happened with that? We're trying to rework his too?
You better believe it. You better believe they are. They talking right now. We're not gonna be able to give him $250 million. Nah. You see what we got Flacco in here doing?
Yeah.
Nah.
Off the couch. We got Flacco here off the couch. What you could have been doing for us, New York? He could have been doing this off the couch. Well, he didn't even have to be off the couch, but you didn't even want to bring him back. That's why he came out and struck our ass on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough, but like I said, the next one it will be Deshaun Watson. I guarantee it, and it's gonna be more of the same. You're gonna have to give us this amount of dollars, or we're going to bench you or cut you.
Rework my money that I done worked hard for. I done performed.
Yeah. So, get ready for that one.
Yeah, I'm taking y'all to court. I did all my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're not playing with my money at all. That's what we're not gonna do. No, we're not doing that around here. I need all mine. But then this is the thing that triggered the topic of the show right here. This is what Damian Woody had to say. Oh, Woody.
Broncos got Russell Wilson, D. Wood. We were talking about, is this guy a Hall of Fame player based on what he's done so far? How has his time in Denver affected your answer to that question?
I think it's basically like taking a sledgehammer to that. Ooh, like literally. I mean, when you've given up the assets and the contract, there's a level of expectation that comes with that. We expected Russell Wilson to go into Denver and be a top, I would say at worst a top 10 quarterback.
Sure.
I think Pete Carroll rightly understood that Russell Wilson was not the Russell Wilson of the prior 2 years or whatever those last years.
Broncos got Russell.
He was in Seattle, so this whole fiasco with Sean, obviously with Nathaniel Hackett was terrible, and then to come back this year and to have this happen with Sean Payton, it just hasn't been a good 2 to 3 years. I would say 3 years for Russell Wilson. So when you have that type of downward trajectory at the quarterback position, it doesn't bode well for your overall legacy as far as trying to be in the Hall of Fame. He was in Seattle.
Come on, Woody.
And that's the problem we have with It's kind of surprising to hear that from a former player like Woody,
Right.
because
Yeah,
this is what athletes hate. Like, okay, even if he is having what he said, a bad 3 years, okay, how does that destroy his whole career of what he's done in the NFL? Which he's done great things in the NFL.
great.
No people didn't even think he could be a quarterback in the NFL. He came in and lit it up. He's one of the undersized quarterbacks. He's a small guy, and he made it possible for small quarterbacks. And like I said, he was great. He was on some great teams.
Yeah. That leads you to boom.
Super Bowl. Man. And that's what it's about. He was a winning quarterback.
He did make a questionable play. Should have gave it to beast mode at least one more try.
Absolutely.
At least one. At least one of those. You had a couple. At least one of those. You could let him. If he didn't get it on that first one, then okay. You maybe try some pass or something. But that first one, at least man.
Yeah.
Beast mode, man. That's crazy.
And like I said, but it's just funny because they didn't do this to Eli Manning.
No.
So it's like, I don't know. It's crazy to hear that from Woody. I mean, in my eyes, of course he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, what are we talking about? Is he first ballot? No. But should he get into the Hall of Fame? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now I'm in agreement with you on that. The first ballot could be questionable. Now he's still got time to change my mind on that, because like I said, he still got some years that he can play. If he possibly win a couple, another bowls in the near here future.
Mm-hmm.
Change my mind on that. But yeah, I don't agree right now. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No, no, he's not.
No.
But he is a Hall of Famer, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Right now, like I said, if he didn't play anymore,
right?
Yeah, if he, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If he didn't play anymore, he would still be a Hall of Famer to me. And, and got over 43,000 passing yards, over 330 touchdowns, like 100 some interceptions. He's got a career 100%. 100%. He's a career right now 100 QBR rating for his career.
Yeah. Sounds Hall of Famous to me.
Yeah, 43,000. Yeah, 43,000. 650 yards passing, 334 touchdowns to 106 interceptions. Career 100 QBR, 64% completion. That sounds like a Hall of Famer right now to me.
Yeah. And that's why, and
already a
we
Super
watched
Bowl.
Russell.
Like,
We all
yeah.
watched Russell Wilson play. He was a pretty good quarterback. He was a pretty good quarterback.
And then we got a list of quarterbacks that's in the Hall of Fame right now.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Johnny Unitas. Look, we got Donovan McNabb. We got Tony Romo in the Hall. You don't think Russell Wilson has had a career comparison to that? Jeff Garcia is in there. Now, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm not where y'all try to come. I'm not discrediting nobody, but I'm just simply saying. We got Kurt Warner in there. Steve Young in there. Not saying Steve, but Steve Young, he had to retire early, due to injuries, unfortunately. Jim Kelly in there. Kurt Warner in there. His career wasn't that long. Dan Marino, he had all those passing records, but he never won a Super Bowl. A lot of people say Dan Marino's the best quarterback of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Without the rings, got Terry Bradshaw. A lot of people saying Terry Bradshaw benefited from, the steel curtain. Like, he didn't have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You got to play with who you got on your team. We got Warren Moon in there. We got Phil Simms in the Hall of Fame. We got Rich Gannon in there.
Yeah, so, to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, Russell Wilson is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I'm surprised too when you got former players. Woody, you was in the league. You're not too far removed. You was in the league when the Legion of Boom was running the muck around on the league.
Right. That's what I said. You got some of that. You got some of that.
Right. You got some of that issue, sure. I don't see why I wouldn't see why wouldn't be a Hall of Famer. Me being productive his whole career, like I said, even if you take account into the last years, if you want to call them down the bad years, last couple of years, when it all averages out, he still has great numbers. Winning percentage. Yes, his lowest career QBR was last year. That's his worst statistical year of his career. It was last year. He only had 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 84 QBR rating, 3,500 yards passing, 60%. And that was the worst out of his entire career. Like I said, these analysts on these shows, they don't understand, like, especially if you was a former player, like, things you say about players, they hold more weight than some of just analysts, journalists. When you're the player speaking like this, it's like it comes off as hating. You know what I mean? Like, he's out there, like I said, you know what it takes for me to do this. Then you're gonna sit up here just to get a click or viewership. You're gonna say this about me just so somebody can look at you, and you're not gonna keep it real with yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna say nothing just to say it, just to get a click. I'm gonna really mean what I say. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, for him to speak like that, like about a potential Hall of Famer, like to compare to the numbers from what we see, he is a Hall of Famer. But then you just downgrade him like that, like it ain't nothing. It don't make no sense. That's why all these players is getting at y'all analysts. They're gonna start going to all these new media outlets. They're gonna stop talking to y'all. Period. Point blank. Then it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you see that. You got all these other outlets popping up, more popular for the church players that are popping in. That you already know. Going forward, yeah, I don't know. Thinking about going to Denver, just imagine. Say if you're a quarterback and you ain't even at the stature of the Russ did or have done, how would you feel at that point? Like, okay, I ain't even done what Russ did, and they doing him like that. How they gonna do
Right.
me when I'm up there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, but yeah, Russ, man. I hope everything work out for you. Hope you go to a good team. You can ball out for. Tell him to kiss your ass, man. You ain't no scrub out here on the field, man. You still out here putting in work. You gotta show him. Hopefully you can get into a better situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got so ESPN. We're gonna go to college football. So ESPN, they got the first round draft picks come up. They put a few comparisons up. Let me got a couple other first rounders. Let me get your take. Let me see how you feel about what these comparisons. So first up, Dayton Daniels, Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU. They comparing him to your boy L. Jack. How you feel about that comparison?
Mm. Don't like the comparison.
Mm.
Uh, Simply because uh, he's a dynamic quarterback. Um, he can run the ball, but I wouldn't put it to the level of. And I don't even necessarily think they're saying he's at the level as Lamar Jackson, but it's just like when you talking about Lamar Jackson, that's just a different speed.
Right.
So
That's a
I don't feel
different.
like you can compare Daniels to Jackson just based on speed. But both dynamic playmakers. They both won Heisman. Uh, you know, but I don't like the comparison. I feel like it's a bit of a reach.
The only thing I see, like what they say is the same, is yeah, I think it's a bit of a reach. But when he runs, he got kind of the same form when he run with the ball, or what? I don't probably own similarity, but yeah, like I said, that boy Lamar is a little bit too dynamic.
Hmm.
Jaden Daniels here, if you go to the right situation, he can make it happen. Make it
Yeah.
happen. Sure.
I hope he don't have to come right in to start. And
see, that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be, and then I agree with you on that. Yeah, if he had to come right in and start, he could struggle. So NFL defense, pretty fast, different speed.
yeah, because
You know,
that's
you got
when young
running.
quarterbacks sit.
You know, you got the defensive ends, so they coming on the edge. They running 4.3s, 4.4s, just like you. You know,
Yeah.
different feet. All right, next here they got Caleb Williams. They comparing him to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. For me, on this comparison, I get it because it's like more, the gunslinger, drop back. He can run, but he's not a runner. Sort of like Aaron Rodgers. So I get the comparison there. I'm not really sure. I don't know. For me personally, I feel like I got to see more of Caleb Williams. I feel like he did a lot of running around, improvising, and a lot of his plays came on like broken plays.
Playing against bad defenses, schemes, no discipline, getting open.
He's running around for about 8 to 10 seconds back there, and he throws the ball down the field. Not saying he's not good or anything. I feel like I need to see more of Caleb Williams because the stuff that I seen Mr. Mason Moss come in and do in that bowl game.
Talk about it.
I don't know. I don't know if that's more of a Lincoln Riley thing, system, or is that really their ability that they have at the quarterback position over there? Now, don't get me wrong. Moss was a 5-star coming out of high school as well. So maybe he does have the talent, but I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I just need to see more from Caleb Williams. But I do get the comparison with Aaron Rodgers as far as ability.
Yeah, I could see it. Kind of Aaron Rodgers, little Pat Mahomes, a little bit between those two. Improvising things. Like I said, I got to see a little bit more because once he got a hold to some of those good defenses in the Pac-12 last year, looked kind of shook out there. So, got to prove it. A good level of competition. We got next here.
No way. It's a totally different receiver right there.
Marvin Harrison Jr. and AJ Green.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
to me, Marvin Harrison is better than him if they was in the prime playing against side by side. I would take Marvin Harrison. Yeah. Over AJ Green.
Yeah.
I think y'all playing with this.
Yeah, I don't like the comparison at all. I mean, Marvin Harrison, he gets compared to Randy Moss and stuff like that. That's the type of trajectory he's on. With his speed.
That's what I'm saying. This, like I said, no discredit to AJ Green, but Marvin Harrison, that dude.
Yeah, I just feel like, this is one player that I feel like comes to the league and he's gonna be the best player on the team already.
Yeah. Whoever drafts him, he's gonna come right in. Automatic.
He's gonna be the best player on your team. And he's gonna make an impact right away. He's that good, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, with this, I would take him over AJ at this point.
Oh yeah. And AJ Green was a great receiver.
Absolutely.
But that just shows you that how good Marvin Harrison Jr. is.
Yeah, Look, the next we got Brock Bowers, George Kittle.
You know what? I feel like they kind of hit that one on the head a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, George Kittle could be more of a high-profile player in the league, but it's just the fact that Frisco got too many other weapons, and he blocks so damn good that they don't need him to catch all them passes.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Just like Brock. Brock can do the same.
Yeah.
He's a dynamic playmaker. He's gonna catch every ball.
Like I said, if George Kittle was on a different team, he would be putting up the Kelsey numbers. You know, for the simple fact that he got receivers, you got all these other weapons. You know, you got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad at a Kelsey comparison either. I wouldn't have been mad at either one of those.
We got Drake May and Justin Herbert. Now, I'm gonna just say Drake. How you want to be compared to him? Not getting the job done, or what? Like how? Like what? What? Like what? How? How do you want to be compared to him? That's what I want to know.
Now, me personally, I watched a lot of Drake May in the ACC. I watched a lot of this dude, and you know, just like I was telling everybody about Daniel Jones, I kept saying this guy, he's not good. He's not good. Don't fall for this Drake May. I'm telling you. I just don't see him being I don't see him being good in the NFL. I don't. So this comparison to Herbert,
Darnold situation, Sam Darnold,
similar. Yeah, some similar to that. Yeah. And it's not going to be the same. Oh, we're going to run 4 wide out here, and our athletes are going to out athlete you. You're not going to be able to do that in the NFL.
Yeah,
you can't. But Justin Herbert, that's a good comparison for you.
For him,
because man, yeah,
we got next.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Malik Neighbors and Stephon Diggs.
Ooh. Well, you know, hey, we got route technician. What route technician?
I got Malik Neighbors more like a Jamar Chase.
Yeah. But I can see why they say Diggs just because of the route running. Okay. That's probably what it is.
Because whoever get him, you got a dog on your hands right there.
Oh yeah, no, he great.
He gonna go get that ball.
Oh yeah. Like I said, these Neighbors, he was, you know, this is Justin Jefferson and Chase. This is their young boys right here.
Yeah.
You know? So they learn from the best.
That's for damn sure, man. That LSU, man, they keep some receivers in there. Receivers and cornerback.
Yeah. I like that one.
Got Keon Coleman, Drake London. Now, I would go Keon Coleman. I would go him or JJ. I would go him, Justin Jefferson. Because he's going to go up and snatch. He's going to high point the ball. Back of the end zone. He's going to go get it. Catch it in under 2-3 receivers.
Yeah, you see, the funny thing about Keon Coleman is everybody thought that he had a crazy year at FSU when it wasn't the case. He actually had a better year when he was still at Michigan State. His numbers were better at Michigan State before he went FSU.
Right.
Yeah. Keon Coleman, he is he a big dude. 6'3", 6'4". He's fast. That's you kind of want that in the receiver in the league,
Did
especially
you
right
see the
now.
Drake London comparison? Did you see that comparison with him and Drake London?
I feel like he's more athletic than Drake London. Drake London is a more of a
like with the tough catches and everything. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's a cool comparison, but like I said, I would compare him more to like a JJ. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. AJ Brown. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like a possession type guy.
Yeah, AJ Brown. Yeah, AJ Brown. D Hop.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But he is fast too. So I don't know.
Oh, so now we're going to the NBA. Look, last night, Mikal Bridges definitely was not a fan. I'm healthy, so I don't want to see why I wouldn't play. Which brings us to the next topic. Is load management ruining the game?
Ruining the game.
Look, they did not play him, but they rested him. Mikal Bridges played 12 minutes, Royce O'Neal 10 minutes, Cam Thomas 11 minutes, Spencer Dinwiddie, Finney Smith, Cam Johnson, Neil Claxton had a DNP.
Yeah.
Against the Bucks at home now. The Bucks. That's the premier game, right?
Yeah, correct. I don't want to say it's ruining the game because it's not like I don't feel like it's rampant through the league. I don't feel like every team is doing it. But now, like just seeing the Nets do it, it's like kind of like head scratching. Like, what are y'all resting for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what is that about? And they're young guys. And Mikal Bridges is like one of the most healthy people in the NBA. So,
right. So why is he resting?
Yeah, I don't get that, but I don't want to say it's ruining the game as of right now. I mean, I feel like it's still. I mean, guys still go out there, and I feel like they play the majority of the games. And as far as looking at it from a fan standpoint, I don't feel like if a guy is, I wouldn't want to watch a game with a dude going out there that is hurt. It's gonna water the game down.
Right.
But like I said, if you are hurt, that's something different. But if they do want to just rest you just because, that's something totally different. But like I said, I don't feel like it's like that big of a problem right now. Some teams do it more than others.
Yeah, they do.
You got veteran teams. Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? But speaking of injury, got some good news. Old Lonzo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball no longer suffering pain in the knee. Man, that's good. Happy for him. Like I said, to me, I know he's one of those players that get a lot of hate too, but he is a hell of a point guard. If you have him on your team, he's going to run your offense.
Yeah. And that's what you want. I mean, you want a floor general at point guard. You want somebody who can get you into your sets, play defense, and has high basketball IQ. He has all that. He's one of the smartest players on the court all the time. I like Lonzo's game. It has developed from what I've seen. early on. I definitely want to see him back out on court.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'll be glad to see him back on the court too. I don't know, potentially get back out there with the Bulls, what they're gonna pick up if they can keep him, because they want to keep DeRozan, right? They come out and say they want to keep. I think he want to stay there too. It was.
I don't know. I feel like DeRozan's on buyout watch.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going to be able to get the trade that he wants from the Bulls, or that would make sense for both of them. So I feel like he's on buyout watch just because of how they're doing.
Oh, did you see what Joel had to say about Wemby?
Oh, when he said, "Do you want to be
KD? Or you want to become...
Yeah, I did see that.
How do you think he's saying? What, Wemby? You not playing what potentially be your strength? You out here trying to play a guard. You out here bigger than everybody when you can just dominate on the inside and be more effective. You can still do some of the shooting, the guard stuff, but you think he should be more put more of a focus on the paint inside?
Yeah, but see, like, that's easy for Joel to say,
Mm-hmm.
That's easy for you to say. You 300 plus pounds. You 300 pounds. You 7 foot. That's your game. Wemby, he grew up and he didn't have a position. That's not the way they teach the game overseas. That's why everybody over there can do everything, because they don't teach, hey, you're a center. You back down. They don't have that. So he has guard skills, and his frame. What does he look like being a post player?
Right.
He would be hurt. There's no way he couldn't make it through an 82 game season. He couldn't. So,
You want him down in the post on the block banging with
I
you
don't. Yeah, So like I said, you want him to come and guard you in the post. What are you going to do to him, Embiid? We've already seen, we've seen what Joker has done to him. We've seen, he shouldn't be there. He's a very, very tall wing. That's what he is. He's very, very tall wing. And that can block shots because he's 7'4". He should be able to block a shot. Everybody's not, he's not going to have it back to the basket game as of right now.
Right.
I will say. And that's just not his game. And that's okay, because obviously it's got him real far. So I feel like he'll be all right.
Yeah, but like you said, they don't teach the game like that. They just teach basketball.
They don't.
You just
There's
no, you're gonna be a defensive stopper, or you're gonna be
they don't.
You're gonna do this. No, we teach you skills. Use your skills to play basketball. And whatever your
that's
frame
why. Yeah, and that's why you're seeing USA basketball. You're seeing the talent start to shrink because of how they teach basketball.
Right.
You're starting to see why is their center bringing the ball up court? Why? It's crazy.
Ball up court, he ain't got to wait, look around for the point guard. I can do this. Let's keep going.
Everybody can get the ball and go, and everybody can do everything. So it's that's why if I was coaching, teaching basketball, that's how I'm teaching it. I'm not telling you to, hey, you're a big man, just because you're the tallest player on the team. Oh, you got to be our center. No, what if he's your best ball handler? Yep. Hey. Yeah, but everybody's not you, Joel.
Right. Everybody ain't can do whatever you do on the court. Which brings us to our next thing here is see this. Ron and KD, only two players in the NBA right now averaging 25, 50, 40.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings to this. Considering this statistic, LeBron and KD still be considered top 10 players in the NBA, if not top 10, top 5.
Well, yeah. I mean, it says right there. I mean, clearly, just knowing the game.
Because when we was looking at that list that they put out the other day, they had KD at 8, trending downward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now that as far as impact, but do I still feel like he's top 10 in the NBA? Yes, of course. As I said, I feel like LeBron is still top 10 in the NBA. Yes, of course. Like the stuff that they, bring to the table, stuff that they bring to the game, it's not matched. Like
they're not supposed to realize they're not supposed to be doing this no more. They're supposed to be having like 12 and 13. That's how it usually is when from previous history, even if they get to this far.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe single digits averaging in points, no minutes, but y'all out here starting still number one options on teams at this career.
Yeah. That's what I said. I challenge any of y'all to go out there and look at your favorite players at this age, if they even got there, and you tell me what their points per game average was. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're gonna be real disappointed. It's not over 15, I can tell you that.
No. Like I said, most likely single digits. Most likely single digits. Well, yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think they both still top 10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's still look, the numbers prove it. What KD is right? What, 34, 33, 35?
I believe he's 35. I believe, yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, matter of fact, shout out to the King, man. Your birthday, dog. You know what I'm saying?
The game just started. Yeah. Yep, game just started.
But yeah, did you
he had 47 on his birthday last year.
Right. Did you see this? Brandon Jennings, we had to keep real on your talent, KD, but we got other things that we talk about as well. But Brandon Jennings said Kevin Durant don't deserve this. He needs to get out of Phoenix. But then Terrence Ross said, dog, they was doing fine before they traded for him. What's the problem?
Yeah. This is kind of like what we've been saying all week about KD. It's like, what else do you want? We don't understand. Like, what are you looking for? At this point, like, do you want all 5? Do you want the All-Star team? Like, is that what you want? You'll be happy then, because you got a lot of complaints about your team and your teammates, but you've been given everything. Everything you've asked for, you got, and then now you're not performing. Your teammates are hurt, as per usual, and you're frustrated. Now you wanna throw people under the bus and all this. Hey, but like I said, T. Ross, he was with Phoenix last year. He's absolutely right. Phoenix was winning. Phoenix was winning with Mikal Bridges and that whole crew. Like they didn't need to make the trade. I said
Just
it
like I
when they
said,
did. Like they
another
didn't. They
lateral
didn't need
movement.
to.
What are they
Yeah,
lateral trade for? For what? For
you
what?
didn't. Yeah, like you didn't need to go out and get a Kevin Durant. You didn't. You had just had a finals appearance. You didn't
Don't get me wrong.
need.
Like we were just saying, Kevin Durant, he's still a top 10 player, but y'all didn't need him. It made
Yeah,
no
you
sense.
didn't. You
Yeah,
didn't need to go to Phoenix.
yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, Kevin Durant. He has a. I don't know. He has a different way of thinking about. He did. He said himself. He don't want to be a leader. He don't care about that. He just like he said. I just want to hoop. That's all he care about.
Yeah,
So
I feel you. I mean, hey, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And you gotta, when
yeah.
people say what
So
they say, you gotta take that with in stride as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Then look, you see this? This is what Joker said. When I finish my career, I really wish nobody knows me. I really wish my kids remember me as a dad and not a basketball player. And with that being said, what considering this, you know, with Joker making these type of comments, do you think he could potentially retire early?
I mean, Joker, he's been saying stuff like this for a little bit, so it's like I mean, obviously he wants to just be a regular guy, but you're not gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
regular guy. You're seven
MVP
foot,
of the league, you winning the
yes,
championship.
7 foot, 300 pounds walking around. You're never gonna be normal, you know. Uh, and you happen to be really good at basketball, so I mean, yeah, of course you would. You don't like all the pictures and everything. You can't do anything, and like you said, you just want to be normal. But hey, this is the life that you ultimately chose this life. So
To me, sometimes when he makes statements like this, because he makes a lot of them a lot of times, I know people be
yeah,
trying to sweep him under the rug. I'm like, he
hmm
talks like this a lot. It's
a
like
lot.
me, like he like, look, I can do this. I can do this, but this ain't ain't me. Basically, is
hmm
what I get from his comments like this. Like, look, I'm a hell of a basketball player, but this is just a small piece of what I am as a person. I know a
hmm
lot of y'all people, this is y'all who you are as a person. I'm a basketball player. But to me, maybe this is just a tenth or a 50%, 25% of the person I am. You know what I mean? And I don't
hmm
not to saying I don't love it or I don't appreciate the opportunity I've been given. It's just that this is just not all me. You know what I mean?
hmm
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You know, maybe like he just want to go to his farm and ride his horses or whatever he like to do. Like, that's just what he like to do.
Like I said, hopefully, just from a fan standpoint, I hope he don't retire early. You know what I'm saying? That's like I like to watch good basketball, so hopefully you can stick in there. But I don't know. You think maybe you say he potentially win a couple of rings in the next couple of years or so? You think he'd be like, man, I ain't done enough. I'm
Yeah,
deal with.
yeah,
I can get up
yeah.
out of
I feel like he would, especially he got that 360 something million. So
here.
yeah,
Like say he plays this contract out, he'd get a couple more rings. Like, look, man, I'm gonna go relax. I ain't got nothing
yeah,
else. You can put my resume up with anybody.
yeah.
Yes, dudes, that was it for us, man. You know, we ran through the rundown like some champs, like we always do. Look, y'all, appreciate y'all rocking with us. This your boy Champ, my boy Almighty Shoes. We are the nation and dominant conversation. And remember, when you see that B, you know it's we. We out.
Peace.